Okay, so let's just go over another one of the finish lines, and I want you to try and assimilate all the information that we're talking about, because we've already talked about if you have to eat all day long and eating every 2 hours is a must, then it's a lot easier to eat appropriate sized portions, right? You're not going to overeat because you just ate and you just ate and you just ate, and there's this pattern building in your body that you're eating all the time. So there's never really an opportunity to overeat when you're eating for fat loss. But what about a holiday or Thanksgiving, right? So maybe you have traditions where in the morning you're not eating anything so you can save room for a big turkey dinner. I'm going to suggest that you make your memories huge and the experience of being with your family and friends big, and your plate is going to be small. If you have some of everything, right, it's the same concept as just your daily normal routine, that you're going to have some and you're going to get to a 3, you're going to feel satisfied. You're going to do your Thanksgiving plate a little bit all day, right? You're going to have a piece of pie because, yeah, it makes sense. It's a holiday. And so you're just kind of spreading the love out all day long. So you're like, oh, I love my Jell-O salad and I love the green salad and I'm going to have some potatoes and some turkey. And we put that on our plate. No stacking. That's the rule though. Just because your plate is small doesn't mean you can stack it high. You're just going to put a portion of whatever it is you want on your plate. Eat it. Enjoy it. Eat slow. Talk a lot. Right? And then 2 hours, do it again. Have something else. Literally, you are spreading out, say, the equivalent of 2 whole meals. 2 main meals. You're just spreading it out all day. Does that make sense? So instead of eating large meals 3 times a day that allow your body to store some of that sugar as glycogen and then as fat, you're actually just going, oh, well, we're going to take our 8-egg omelet in the morning. And proteins and vegetables can't store as fat on your body, right? So let me just make that clear. And we are going for a feeling in the stomach, right? 2 and 3, 2 and 3. And so 2 were hungry, 3 were satisfied, not overfull, just satisfied. So if that 8-egg omelet with all the vegetables you could pack into it happened in the morning and you chopped it into fifths, that's 5 meals. That pretty much takes you to dinner, right? So at dinner time, since you ate all day and it was nutritionally dense and you got fed and you're not really hungry, you're going to want a small plate again. Does that kind of clarify to you a little bit about how you're going to eat appropriate sized portions all day long, even during a holiday? There's not a single one of us that's going to look at an entire spread at Thanksgiving and say, I can't have it. No, and we want it. And why shouldn't you have it? Because literally, you cannot overload your glucose when you're eating smaller portions. It's only in that big dose that our glucose gets out of control. So let's go to this whole idea of I can't hardly eat anything or I'll gain weight versus I must eat again in 2 hours, so I'll be mindful not to eat too much. When are you going to say that to yourself? And how are you going to remember it? If you need to take a snapshot of this slide, a screensaver, and put it on your phone, it's going to be so important that you change this in your mind. You must make the shift. Weight loss, I can't eat anything. I have to reduce my calories. I have to worry about calories. I have to, eat less all the time and expect to survive and make it lasting, in which it's not going to be. Because your willpower is a muscle and it will go to muscle failure. There's just going to come a time when you just stop worrying about it and you're just going to be like, I don't know, I'm starving. I'm going to have whatever I want. And sometimes, we go on a diet on Monday and Tuesday we do okay. Monday we rock it. Tuesday is okay. Wednesday's kind of like, ugh, that wasn't so good. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the weekend, and we don't start over again until Monday. So a fat loss mindset in the mental shift is more about, I'm going to eat all the time, all day, nutritionally dense foods. There's no willpower involved in that. Just a mindset. Need you to think about, what do I want? Oh, I want to eat every 2 hours, and I must eat every 2 hours. That's going to shift it in your head. We're not going to do the drama of weight loss anymore. We're not going to have to count calories. We're not going to worry about food. But we definitely are going to ask ourselves, we will remember to ask ourselves, if I must eat again in 2 hours, how much can I eat right now? That's kind of a pop quiz. What do you think? 2 to 3. You're going to get to a 3. Wait 2 hours, get to a 3. Wait 2 hours, get to a 3. Okay? So don't make it hard. Make this super, super easy on yourself. Shift, make the mindset. If you need to post that question, if I must eat again in 2 hours, how much do I really need to eat right now? And you will actually, that's the story I started to tell you, was that this person said, you know, I couldn't eat all I wanted, and so all I wanted was what I couldn't eat. And I was like, no, I could eat all I wanted, because in that moment I could eat all that I wanted to make it 2 hours. So we kind of mistake the idea of, I want to have all of it that I want, which would be like that half a box of Cocoa Krispies, right? It's not all I want for 2 hours. So weight loss, it promotes a gluttonous mindset. That's an ugly word, I know, but we don't just have one serving. We have 2 or 3 because we think we're not going to get fed again, or it might be our only opportunity to have that product while it's in the house, you know, if you're in a big family. So just remember that there's no scarcity in fat loss. You can have as much as you want, because you're going to have to eat again in 2 hours. So there's way more of an abundance mindset, that there's plenty to go around, that you're not going to be hungry. There's no such thing as deprivation. You're just always full, satisfied, 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 wherever you go, all the time. So, yeah, that's going to make your life a lot less dramatic and way more fun.